WWE Backlash takes place this weekend in St. Louis. Who are going to be the winners and who are going to be the losers? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. If you are new here and you love WWE, you love pro wrestling, this is going to be the place you want to be at. I'm going to be honest with you. We got over 3,500 subscribers on this channel so far, and if you check out other videos, we're all very interactive. We all talk to each other in the comments. That's my favorite thing about this channel, other than the email videos, which are emails that you send in to this channel, and then I read them on videos and we talk about it in the chats. I mean, it's a fun place to be. It's a good place to be. If you're a wrestling fan, you have to be here for it. So hit subscribe on this channel, like this video. Let's get into who I think are going to be the winners and losers this weekend at Backlash. Well, my fine friends, so I don't think this is going to be that long of a video because there's only, I think, as of right now, as of this recording, there are only 5 matches announced. Now, typically, WWE's PLEs of late has only been like 5-ish matches. They've only been like 5 matches, maybe 6. And of course, if you get a big show like SummerSlam or Elimination Chamber, even WrestleMania, obviously they have bigger matches or more matches, I should say. But as of right now, Backlash has 5 announced matches. I'm recording this before the last SmackDown before Backlash, so if there's anything that's added after this, I'm not going to get to it because I don't know about it yet. So let's get into some of these matches here, or all these matches, I should say. I unfortunately don't think that this is going to be a night to remember. I don't think it's going to be an unforgettable pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it. I think it's just going to be a regular, it's the first PLE after WrestleMania, so I don't think they're really going to go crazy here. I don't think there's going to be, amazing surprises or swerves or anything like that. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Obviously, I like to be wrong on this channel. To be honest with you, because I say it all the time. I like being wrong when I predict things, because it's because I didn't predict it. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you predict things and you're right, it's fun. But a lot of the times when you predict things and you're wrong, it's cool because you didn't expect it to happen and something happened. So for anybody who tries to troll me when I'm wrong about stuff, it never works. I'm happy that I'm wrong most of the time. So and which leads me to the social media stuff. I've been posting a lot of like clips of videos on like social media, Instagram, TikTok, and generally speaking, the feedback from anybody who comments or likes it and stuff are generally really nice. A lot of people either agree with me or they think it's a good idea. Things that I say, my takes on things. These are only all my opinions, right? I have no inside knowledge. I have no connections. I don't know I don't know anybody in WWE. Nothing like that. I am literally just a fan. And all I do is just make videos on YouTube and reels on TikTok and Instagram, and I just try to talk with other wrestling fans. That's all I am. That's all I do. I would like to be at a certain point in life where I can do this full time as my job, and I would love to get into the business. Right? Of course, if I can get hired by WWE at some capacity at some point, that's the goal. That's what I'm trying to get to, which would be amazing. But as of right now, as it stands, I am just a fan who is just stating my opinions and my takes and my ideas, and hopefully someone out there likes it. And if you don't, it doesn't bother me if you don't like it. It really doesn't. What I find funny is the people who comment on some of those things that don't agree and they try to like trash me or troll me. It doesn't bother me, bro. So you can save it, or you can just waste your time typing it out. It's not going to get me mad. You're not going to rage bait me into anything. All right, United States Championship match, Fatu, Priest, Drew McIntyre, and LA Knight. So I don't know what the order of the matches are going to be for this PLE. I'm just going to say Fatu on this one. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen. This video really might be that short. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen. I think Fatu is going to win. The only thing I have a question about this match is how involved Solo Sikoa is going to be. Is he going to get involved? Is he going to stay away? Will he help Fatu? Will he cost Fatu? I think it's so early for Fatu to lose this title that I don't see it happening. I think ultimately what we're going to get, though, is a Solo versus Fatu feud. So I don't know if that's going to start now. I mentioned maybe that was going to happen around WrestleMania, but we're past that. So is WWE still going to wait on it? Are we going to give Fatu a lengthy title reign here? Either way, I don't see Fatu losing this match. I think he gets the win. I don't know who he pins. Maybe LA Knight. I don't know. Or maybe I don't know. That's hard for me to pin on. Either way, I think Fatu wins this match, retains the United States Championship. Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. I think this is going to be a pretty good match here. I've liked what they've done with Becky and Lyra the past couple of weeks. They've only had a short amount of time to really build this type of feud, and I think they did a pretty good job, especially this past Monday night on Raw. Lyra actually looked good. You know, that first week where she came out and cut the promo on Becky, it looked like Lyra was kind of rushing through her promo, whereas this past Monday, it looked like she was kind of slowing it down, taking her time, and it actually really came across really good for her. So I think Lyra looks cool. However, I think WWE has plans to drag this feud out. I think the objective and goal for this feud is to ultimately get Lyra Valkyria over as a top star, and I think they're using Becky Lynch as sort of a vessel for this. So I think, for right now, I think Becky Lynch wins this match. I think she becomes the new Intercontinental Champion, and I think you have Lyra with the chase trying to beat Becky, and then maybe they can have their match at SummerSlam. I could be wrong here. You know, Lyra won that title a couple of months ago, if I remember correctly. This is actually her true first, like, real big title defense. It would kind of look bad if she lost it. But if the ultimate goal is to have these two women work with one another and Lyra become a top star, maybe we have Becky win, because if Becky loses, what happens? Does Becky still try to come after Lyra for the title? I don't think it's just going to beat Becky and then that's it. I think this is going to continue on. So I don't know. I think Lyra might win this, but I want to pick Becky because in my mind, I think Becky being champion as a heel would be interesting, and then you can have Lyra kind of overcome the odds and beat her for it later on. We get Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Look, I think 99.9999% of people are going with Gunther on this one, and I'm one of those people. I don't think Gunther is going to lose to Pat McAfee. If he does, I think that's certainly going to send a shockwave around WWE. People are going to be completely blindsided by that. I don't think that's going to happen. If Pat McAfee somehow finds a way to win, I think it's because of outside interference. I actually think Gunther is going to dog walk him, to be honest with you. I think Gunther is going to squash this guy. I expect, if it was me, I would expect maybe blood from Pat. I think Gunther is just going to slaughter him. I could be wrong, but I don't think this is going to be a very lengthy match. I think Gunther is going to destroy McAfee here, which honestly, the lead up to it, McAfee has not looked intimidated at all. I wish he would have sold that a little bit more. I wish McAfee would look a little scared, a little bit even. He hasn't, and maybe that's Pat McAfee overlooking Gunther, where he was the one saying that Gunther's overlooking him. I don't know how you overlook Gunther, but I don't think Gunther's going to come out looking soft on here like Pat said. I think Gunther is going to destroy him. Penta versus Dominic Mysterio. I have a hard time thinking that Penta's going to lose this match. Again, because Penta's been taking some L's or has been in situations where he doesn't come out on top. So it's also still very soon for Dom to lose this match. I think we somehow get something here where it's a interference DQ or something to kind of help Dom keep the title without Penta losing. I think we get something like that here. That might not be the prettiest way to end this match. I just have a weird feeling that Dominic is going to walk out still with the title because it's so early for him to lose it. Plus, he got a very good reception at WrestleMania. And also, AJ Styles is lurking. He said that whoever wins, he's coming for the title next. So I don't think you're going to have a heel Dom or a babyface Penta with a babyface AJ. I think we're going to get a heel Dom, technically, even though people are starting to cheer for him a little more. I think we're going to get a heel Dom versus an AJ Styles babyface. And then I think that's when the swerve comes. I think I think Finn costs Dominic Mysterio the match when Dominic faces AJ. So that to me sounds more interesting. So I don't know how they do it. I'm going to say DQ on this one because I don't see Penta losing cleanly. And now we got our main event. John Cena versus Randy Orton in Randy Orton's hometown. Look, I've been saying it for the past few videos. I've been saying it for weeks. I've been predicting this sort of angle here. John Cena is trying to ruin wrestling for a lot of people, for everybody. What better way to do that than to go into a legend's hometown of Randy Orton, St. Louis, Missouri, and beats Randy Orton in front of his hometown, in front of his friends and family. That is going to leave a lot of people upset, and I think Cena's out to do that, not only with Randy Orton, but I think going forward, I think a lot of the things that John Cena does is going to piss off a lot of local fans. So I see Cena beating Randy Orton here. And a little caveat, something I mentioned a couple of videos ago, I think the way things look to me, I could be completely wrong on this, but I hope I'm right because it would be so entertaining. I think R-Truth is going to help John Cena win against Randy Orton. I know a lot of people have seen my videos and my opinion on that, and they agree that they think it would be great, it'd be funny, it'd be cool, entertaining. I think it is a very cool idea. It's something we haven't seen before, and I would think that R-Truth would help John Cena, not in a way where R-Truth turns heel. I think R-Truth is so innocent-minded and so oblivious to John Cena being a heel that in R-Truth's mind, it's like, I'm just trying to help my hero win a match. I'm trying to help him win a title match. So I think R-Truth is going to help Cena win this match and maybe even more in the future, but he's going to do it under the impression that he's doing something great helping his hero win matches when really it's a heel John Cena and you're costing Randy Orton a match. So I think R-Truth gets involved and helps John Cena win this match, but for the love of God, please don't let Travis Scott show up. All right, my friends, that's all for now. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, your picks and predictions. Leave them in the comments. Let me know who you think will win these matches at Backlash this weekend. I hope you all have a good rest of your week. I won't be recapping SmackDown because I normally don't if it's right before the PLE. If something enormous happens, I will cover it. But until then, we will meet back here talking about Backlash after it happens. I hope you all have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend. Enjoy Backlash. I will see you on the next video. Until we meet again, my friends, as always, stay bitter.